911, what's your emergency? I think there's someone in the building. I just heard a scream. It came from flat 6, but I know the door's chained. Nobody could have gone in. Silence. The operator stays on the line. The neighbor never sees anyone leave. When police arrive 6 minutes later, the door to flat 6 is still chained from the inside, and the woman who lived there, gone. Flat 6, Wilbur Court, a modest 2-bedroom apartment on the 3rd floor of a tired post-war block in East London. Most residents here kept to themselves, nurses, students, shift workers, the type of place where neighbors nod but rarely speak. 29-year-old Emily Carter had moved in 6 months earlier, a freelance illustrator, quiet, polite, and according to most neighbors, perfectly normal. She often worked overnight, kept blackout curtains drawn, and wore headphones while she drew. No parties, no loud phone calls, just the hum of pencil on paper. The only unusual thing? She never opened the door for deliveries and always met drivers outside. Some thought it was anxiety. One neighbor, Mr. Lang, said she once refused to open the door even when she clearly knew it was him. It was Friday, March 14th. Emily had ordered groceries through a delivery app at 6:32 p.m. At 6:54 p.m., CCTV shows her retrieving them from the lobby. She nods at the concierge. Nothing appears strange. At 7:11 p.m., she texts a friend. Working late. Gonna try to finish these tonight, can't sleep anyway. That's the last message she ever sends. At 3:12 a.m., neighbor Jade Milton hears a scream. High-pitched, sudden, then silence. She calls emergency services immediately. Her flat shares a wall with Emily's. 6 minutes later, officers arrive. The outer door to flat 6 is locked and chained from the inside. They call out, no response. Forced entry at 3:25 a.m. inside. Laptop still open, screen on a paused sketch. Cup of tea half full. No signs of struggle, no blood. No Emily. Here's where it gets stranger. The door chain was still latched. Police had to cut it to gain entry. Windows? All locked from the inside. No fire escape, no alternate exit. CCTV in the hall facing flat 6 showed nothing. No one came or went after 8 p.m. Cameras glitched between 2:48 and 3:28 a.m. A full 40 minutes. No recorded footage. It wasn't just flat 6 either. CCTV in the parking area and the main entrance failed at the exact same time. Police searched thoroughly. No fingerprints except Emily's. No forced entry, no unusual DNA. The building's maintenance man, Leo Burns, said the wiring for CCTV was old, but never all failed like that before. When investigators accessed Emily's cloud backups, they discovered 3 deleted audio recordings made the week before. Only one file had been recovered. It was 1 minute and 12 seconds long. The first 48 seconds, just quiet scratching, like someone dragging their finger down fabric. Then a voice, barely audible. Are you awake? You saw me last night. Don't open the door again. That was it. The voice didn't match any known acquaintance or delivery person. No ID. Digging deeper, police found a prior tenant of flat 6 as a woman named Marissa Hale had filed noise complaints 18 months earlier. In those reports, she wrote about knocking from inside the walls, voices behind the mirror in the hallway, a shadow that crossed the bathroom floor even with the lights off. She left after 4 months, moved to Spain, never answered questions from investigators. Another oddity. In the crawl space behind the building's boiler room, officers found a stack of torn sketches, pages from a sketchbook, eyes, doorways, distorted faces, all in Emily's style, but she never posted these publicly. They were drawn on paper the same size as her current sketchpad, but none of those were missing from her flat. How did they get there? Reddit users dug into the case. Some believed Emily had developed paranoid hallucinations and ran off, though nothing in her past supported that. Others pointed to a phantom squatter theory, someone hiding inside the walls, slipping through crawl spaces and watching her for weeks. A third group called Flat 6 cursed, noting 3 other tenants had all moved out suddenly after reporting uncomfortable energy. One detail, never made public but confirmed by an anonymous officer, the word below was scratched faintly into the underside of Emily's desk. No one knows when it was carved. It's been over 2 years. No signs of Emily Carter. No confirmed sightings, no credit card activity. Her family never recovered her body. The police file is technically open but inactive. Flat 6 was renovated, repainted. The lock changed. A new tenant moved in last spring. They lasted 19 days. When they moved out, they left behind a note. scrawled onto the back of a receipt. I thought I heard someone breathing behind the mirror. Then I realized it wasn't a mirror at all.